dancehall me from creation.
Yes, guys, this is United Forever Podcast, episode 11, the number of our legendary Shag 'em all, Ryan Giggs. And I'm Sam Spanner, and I'm with my cousin,
And I'm cousin Adam.
Adam Shagham as well. So basically, what we're going to do is something similar to the other day, talk about good old family banter,
Yep.
and in particular, my dad this time round. So before we go and sort of humiliate my dad, we're going to quickly do some turbo countdowns like the other night with Carol Vorderman, who was our special guest. Not really. But basically, you're going to do a turbo good, bad, and ugly
A turbo
review
shit.
of a turbo shit. A tit. Okay, mate. So when you're ready, I'll pass the mic over to you.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, bang.
Bang, go. Right, the good. I thought Matic played well.
Yep.
He was, again, did what we said the other night, swept up after Pogba decided to take far too many touches in his own half. He had a good shot on goal, but it was straight at the keeper. But even still, I think it stung the keeper's hands, which was nice to see. Because he does have a good left foot on him. I know he's left-footed, but he does have a good shot. You know, some left-footers don't really have a very good shot. However, Matic does. Rashford had a good game, I felt, especially towards the end. You know, quick on the break, solid on the ball. Fucked around with the defenders, got them all leg tied, and then smacked it in with his left foot. And then a good shout out. Yeah, you're probably going to wonder what am I on about. But what's his name? Is it Malpay?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, for getting fucked in the arse after his goal celebration. What a cunt!
Yes, mate.
That's all I'm saying.
See you next Tuesday.
Definitely, prick. Right. Anyway, bad. Defense was poor overall. Shaw didn't attack enough, and when he did, it either went sideways or backwards. But when he did get forward, Shaw, he did show that he can run at people, but he wasn't doing it enough for my liking. Maguire and Lindelof caught on more than one occasion fucking about. Wan-Bissaka out of position a couple of times. However, he did do some good
holiday in Dubai.
Yeah, he did do. However, he did do some good challenges. Question, food for thought. Why are we playing out from the back? Because clearly it's not working. We were hesitant on the ball quite a lot. And another bad would be Donny van de Beek not starting or playing for longer. Ugly is the way the club is being run. I'm so pissed off with the lack of transfers so far this season. If Woodward doesn't want to spend due to the Rona, just come out and say it rather than picking a belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if he doesn't want to spend because he's looking at it from a financial point of view, fine. Come out and say it. Don't go, well, yes, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Fuck off. Just say, we're not doing it because I want to save the money just in case.
Dividends, mate.
Exactly.
Dividends.
Definitely. So that's my good, bad, and ugly.
Sorted, mate. That was pretty solid.
And one other thing. Talking about the ugly. Green and gold till the club is sold. That's all I say.
Nice. Beautiful words, mate. Well,
definitely.
I was going to say, before I do my analysis,
yeah,
you were spot on there. I mean, Matic, we're seeing that when he plays, we get 3 points. But we got to wrap him up in cotton wool, mate. Because, you know,
definitely.
once he's had a string of 3 games on the trot,
He's fucked.
He's not only static, but he's just a fucking
Dead.
statue.
Oh yeah, and one other thing, player of the match would be the woodwork. That's all I'm saying. Because how many times did
Yeah,
Brighton hit that yesterday?
a new Premier League record, at least
Fucking
five
hell.
times. Fuck,
Both
brilliant. I'm just
uprights.
having I'm having a sip of my tea, and then I'll start.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm on the old peppermint tea
Oh god.
because I overdosed on
Pringles.
salami today. Oh, mate, and these paprika Pringles, I ain't had them before. They had a bit of spice in them.
Yeah, they do have a bit of a
Fuck,
kick, don't
mate.
they?
Oh, mate, I don't think I'm going to be eating them again because
No. Yeah, I
they're
know what you're
sort
saying.
of like, they just messed up my stomach. Every time we do a bloody podcast on a Sunday, I'm in fucking pain. I've got
Seafood last week, salami this week.
a fucking hell. Salami, paprika, Pringles, bloody hell. I'm
Brilliant.
making it a Sunday tradition. I just need to not be a fucking pig, you know? Oh, mate, I've got a belch coming. Oh, mate, that is therapeutic. All right, here we go.
Right, go
I'm
for
going to go with the good first. So, mate, VAR finally worked. So,
it.
the referee blew his final whistle, and he's like, actually, I'm just going to press the rewind button
Yeah,
and inhale the wind that I blew out through the whistle.
brilliant.
And wait, Bruno, cool as a cucumber,
Yeah,
did the job. And also, one of the goods is even though Bruno fucked up twice,
yeah,
he redeemed himself, which was brilliant.
definitely,
And
definitely.
the other good for me was old Rash. I think
Yep,
Rash, mate, he scored a beautiful goal, and that was really like I would love to say a Giggsy goal,
yes,
but for me it wasn't a Giggsy goal. It was more of a Kanchelskis goal
yes. I know what you're
because
saying.
Giggsy, even though back in his prime he was very fast, Giggsy
Yep,
had this ridiculous talent of sort of zigzagging at
yes,
a mental rate, and he'd
yep,
love to rape Keown back in the day.
yeah,
But I have to say, going back to the old 90s when Kanchelskis would bomb it down the wing, mate.
yep,
That was just pure Kanchelskis. So
yes,
well played, Marcus. Two in the trot, two on the trot. So
definitely.
hopefully we'll keep it up. Right. Then we've got the bad fitness. I'm a
Yep,
bit concerned about the fitness.
yep,
And I think that, some of these players have let the club down. It's
yep.
definitely not Ollie's fault. But
No,
bloody Aaron Wan-Bissaka's partly to blame. Fucks off
yep,
to Dubai. But he's got to get his priorities right. And
definitely.
that's affected his morale, in my opinion.
Yes,
And then also, you've already talked about it, the defence.
yep,
We've got to change the playing out strategy. And now I'm
yep,
going to go straight to the ugly. So obviously on social media, I'm a little bit concerned about the trigger happy fan base. I know we've got the
yep,
trigger happy CEO, but we've got
yep.
people pulling for all his heads after three bloody matches. He's
No,
won
yep,
two out of three. All right, we've
yes,
got to chill out, man. We've only had one
yep,
week to reorganize ourselves after the
yep.
fucking Nations League. And
That's it.
then after next weekend, fucking internationals again. So I do
Exactly.
feel for Ollie, and he's doing what he can do. He's a utility man, and he
Yeah,
just tries to keep the glass half full all the time, keep everyone
exactly.
happy.
Exactly. And for
And
the
I
fans
just
to
think,
come out and say, calling for his head, I'm sorry,
yeah,
but you're not fans, you're just dicks because
yeah,
Ollie isn't the problem. They're going, oh, the way he set the team up. Yes, but we talked about this like first or second episode. Personally,
that's it.
I think 75% of that team isn't picked by Ollie because he's being made to play certain people. Why would
Yeah,
you keep De Gea in goal with how shit he has been? A,
I
a
know.
normal person would have gone fuck off to the bench. Hendo, come on, put your gloves on, son. Get in between the sticks. But what's happened is because he's being paid 400 grand a week, the
Yep,
CEO and that are going well. We're paying him 400 grand a week. We want him to play. We want to get our 400 grand back.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's very, very true. So we've got to play Brighton again on Wednesday. So
Yep.
hopefully we'll see some of the other players. You know who
Oh,
my
definitely.
favourite is.
We will definitely
McSauce. I want to
line up.
see Hendo.
Yeah, we'll line up different a lot on in the midweek. Yeah, it'll be a
That's
different
right.
lineup. Yeah, which is good.
And get a bit of Van der Beek and Sane on the pitch as well.
Yeah,
So I
because
think he's been sort of nurtured in,
yes,
but once he's unleashed, he'll be unleashed, mate. Especially
definitely.
because some of our midfielders they need to be wrapped up in cotton wool.
Yeah.
So
Oh
right,
yeah,
let's
and
go on
sorry, one last
to
thing. One
sorry.
last thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I hope I'll wake up to this in the morning. But apparently Pereira is on his way to Lazio, so good riddance to that.
Oh, beautiful, mate.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, we'll see if that happens.
Yes.
Right,
Let's
so
crack on.
let's go back to the old family banter.
Family
So,
banter.
obviously, if anyone's listened to any of the previous episodes, you'll know that we are blessed with gas.
Yep.
And my dad in this situation is the antagonist. He hates gas. So, there have been many conflicts on this matter. So
Definitely.
before we talk about any anecdotes, just to give the listeners a bit of an insight, my dad is weird as anything. He has a very, very it's like a millimetrical short fuse. When he's watching Manu, his favourite team, I don't know how he's not like ended up fucking giving himself a heart attack. I don't think anyone can watch a football match with him because he can't even scream words out properly. It's just pure noise. And then another example of his like seriously fucked up weirdness is he likes to think of himself as a utility man. So
Right.
basically, he doesn't think about some things related to fashion and what's appropriate. If he's got to get outside and sort out the washing, it's starting to rain or whatever, he doesn't want to go and get his shoes on. He'll look for my mum's fucking high heels. So he'll be taking the fucking washing down wearing stilettos. And my
Jesus.
mum's like, who's been playing football in my stilettos? It's like they've got fucking studs covered in mud. Mate, that is just wrong. Talking about girls' shoes, mate. All right, this is when we were like proper little tykes, but
Yeah.
mate, I've got a grudge now. I still cannot forgive my old man. So he's like, my mum's like, oh yeah, Sam needs some new shoes for nursery school. This is when I was like a proper little kid.
Yeah.
And my dad went out. He's like, look, I don't even need to take Sam out. Comes home with some fucking white and pink trainers. I'm like, I can't wear that. I can't. And being such a furor as he is, made me wear them. Fucking scarred for life, mate. But mate, there have been true moments of revenge. All right,
Okay.
I'm a vengeful person. This is me. I admit I'm vengeful.
Yeah.
So I remember. So talking about my legendary brother. But when he was a baby, I remember my dad was changing his nappy,
Yeah.
and I thought, right, don't give a fuck about the consequences. Supersonic mode. It's like when you're pressing down on the old Mega Drive key on the keypad, holding
Yeah.
down, pressing B, waiting for Sonic to go as fast as he could, let go, straight into my dad's back, hand straight into the nappy, covered in shit, fucking T Rex mode, screaming the place down, and I bombed it to God knows where.
Oh, mate.
Don't tell
Yeah.
me that he didn't deserve that.
Well.
So you've already, well, many times as a kid as well, experienced a couple of his explosions. So tell us about what happened that time at the lay-by. When, I mean, what happened at the lay-by?
Well. Hang on. I'm just trying to.
So I
Hang on.
think a car broke down or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
that was it. Yeah, so this was before your brother was born. So this is
Yeah,
going back some, and you'd just been here on holiday for a break. You were on your way back,
yeah.
and I think you broke down somewhere. It was either the A14 or somewhere like that. So
Okay,
and this would have been pre-mobile, like proper mobile phone. So I'm not quite sure
yeah,
how your dad managed to contact Nan and Granddad, unless there was a phone box in a lay-by. I don't know. But anyway,
maybe, yeah,
Grandad came round and said, "Do I want to go with him um, to go and help you guys?" I don't know what he was expecting me to do, but I think I was about 5 at the time.
yeah,
um, so we come up to meet you at the lay-by, and then while we were waiting for the breakdown service, me and you were pissing about in the lay-by in a field next to it. I don't know what we were doing, playing football or something on the side of a main
who can
road.
do the longest piss?
Well, yeah. Um, so we're on the side of a busy road, and for some reason I was wearing a pair of really shit Wellington boots. Right, I don't know. Again, fashion of the
Blame your dad.
5-year-old. Yep, and they were
Okay.
miles too big for me, and
Yeah.
I kicked my right foot out. And the Wellington went flying off and smacked the side of your dad's car, and he went fucking ballistic. And I was just
Oh
standing
mate, I
there,
bet.
just like, oh my god, I think I'm going to shit my pants. Uh,
Jump over the fence again,
I'm
squat
gonna,
in the field.
I'm gonna fucking run home. See you later. But yeah, I was just like, okay, fair,
Oh, brilliant,
brilliant.
mate. It was also like the time when you were up at ours and we had that, what was it, that old brown sofa bed. And
Yeah,
it
was
was
it like
very
a
springy. The mattress was springy as anything. And mate, you could make some serious reverberation sounds on that. So tell us
yeah,
what happened.
yeah. We were sitting there watching. I don't know what we were watching. Some really shit '90s
Teenage Mutant
program.
Ninja Turtles?
I,
Or,
I don't know. It might have even been Mr. Bean or something. I don't know. Anyway, um,
nice.
yeah. So we were sat there. There was me, you, and your dad sat on the sofa bed, and then there was Nan, Grandad, and your mum across the room, and Damon. I don't know if Damon would have been born then. Yeah, but he was
Yeah.
probably in bed, I think, and then
Okay.
come down, sleepwalk, and start bollock naked, probably. I don't know. And
Dropping logs on the carpet.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, we were sat there, and I fucking let off a ripper from the halfway line, mate. I fucking let off, and me and you were pissing ourselves laughing, and then your dad just went fucking ballistic at me, and he told me that if I needed to like fart, I needed to go to the toilet every time. So for the rest of the evening, I must have had some kind of chickpea stew or something rather proteinous, but fucking
Oh,
mate,
mate.
I was up and down that stairs all night farting away in the bathroom. I was just like, oh my god, I've got bollock for farting. Brilliant.
Oh, mate. Oh, that was just my childhood. And we had these like little wooden chairs, mate, that we used to sit on.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, you could proper do some real arse
I,
rippers on that.
yes, I remember that. Yes.
Oh, mate. Actually, talking about something random related to the old discretion.
Yeah,
So I've got this crazy Irish colleague, proper legend,
yeah.
and he said his wife bollocks him all the time when he lets rip. So he says he's come up with this really good technique where he sticks his hand up the crack and he yanks one arse cheek to the side, so you just literally hear a puff of air. So he'll be watching something on TV. He'll lean to one side, yank the arse crack, and just let the air ease out.
I'd be scared to shit myself.
Oh, fucking brilliant, mate. Oh,
Oh,
so there was another time when we were kids, right, where we nearly shut ourselves. So we thought it'd be all right to go hiding in the park, right?
yes.
So tell us what happened.
Um, I can't exactly remember. Well, we were down. What's the local park to you? Or what would
Oh
have
yeah,
been?
the Millhouses Park.
That's it. That's it. Millhouses.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting that wrong. Um,
yeah,
so we were there for doing something. Well, obviously there for a walk or whatever. And there was a fun fair, wasn't there? I believe.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
with the old Dodgems and Bouncy Castle.
exactly. So me and you decided to sprint off ahead of everybody.
Yeah,
And we jumped the fence, the perimeter fence of the fun fair, and made our way in. And then um, I don't know. I can't really. That bit's a bit vague for me. I don't know if you can remember anymore. But
yeah.
basically, our parents chat themselves, going, "Where the bloody hell the kids gone?" And they like frantically searching for us for like 15, 20 minutes, and we're just walking around this fun fair. And when they finally found us, fucking hell, did I get a beating from my old man? That was brilliant.
Oh mate,
It
brilliant
was
stuff. Oh
fucking
mate,
fucking
yeah.
mental.
I would have got screamed at, just pure noise, white noise to the max, mate.
Ah!
So another proper random fucking thing, right? Is when
Yeah,
we used to piss about with this old cassette player that we used to have. That used to have, and your dad would have loads of demo recordings because your dad's obviously a talented musician in many different ways.
yes,
But
not
one of
anal
the
music,
funniest things. What did you say?
anal trumpets.
Fucking. So one time we put this random, must have been a sound check cassette in, stuck it in the cassette player, pressed play. I heard your dad doing some weird vocal warm up, and all of a sudden he randomly said, "Bio, bio." Mate, we were pissing ourselves that much. We must have played it on repeat a million times.
Yeah, we knew it was coming, but we were still cracking up at it. Uh,
But so anyway, weeks later, when I was back up at mine, this was when my dad was self-employed at the time,
yeah,
during the old John Major times of the '90s when he'd fucked all the sectors up, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
basically, my dad was at home. He was using a landline for his business calls. He was in the kitchen, the
yeah.
phone in the hallway. Phone rang. I ran straight to it, picked up the phone, and went bio bio. Hung up. My dad came charging at me like a fucking velociraptor. And I swear, I never got beaten by my dad as a kid, but by God, did he fucking kick me like a quarterback, sent me flying all the way to the other end of the kitchen. And I swear, my ass hurt that much. I swear he probably snapped my coccyx. As I
Oh,
landed on the floor, I jumped up again, another fucking fucking long jump. Oh mate.
just
So
imagine
talking
the
about
person at the other end of the phone is answering, going, bye, bye. Hang on a moment
I
for a reply.
know. So the guy would have been like, fuck that, I'm gonna go and find the next person in the yellow pages.
A normal
Probably left my
person.
dad short about a grand that month.
Oh, Christ.
So anyway, going back to the old holidays we used to have as a kid.
Yeah,
So I don't know if this was down in Weymouth or something, but
yeah,
you have a memory of my dad with an encounter with a wasp or something, right?
yeah, that was it. Basically, it was a proper hot day and we had all the windows open and that. And we were, I don't know, me, well, we were all in like the living area of the caravan.
Yeah,
And your brother must have been like 4 or 5, maybe a little bit older. And this
yeah,
massive wasp come in the caravan, and your brother was pissing your dad off because of the wasp. He was scared that it was going
yeah,
to sting him or something. And your dad was like, "Stop being stupid like that. It's not going to sting you." Blah blah blah. And your brother kept going off on one. So your dad literally got so pissed off that he just walked all the way over to the window and literally bitch slapped the shit out of this wasp.
Fucking
Obviously
hell.
getting stung in the process because you could see the stinger hanging out of his hand. And
Oh,
he's like,
fucking,
he's
what a
like, it's not
knob.
going to affect you now. It's dead. I'm like, yeah, could you just bitch slap the shit out of it? And if it was bang, bang, bang,
Fucking.
against the window.
So that was just literally my dad going into a fucking fit of fury, venting his frustration out on a wasp. Dickhead.
And
Sorry.
getting stung in the process. Oh, fucking hell.
And then, wasn't there another time when we were down there and
It was the same holiday.
we did something with a frisbee, right?
Yeah, we were playing. You had that. I remember it. There was a massive at the time. It might have been just an ordinary size frisbee, but at the time, it seemed massive. It was like a blue and white one. It had
Yes.
a pearlescent effect, a marble effect, and basically, me and you were playing
Okay.
frisbee, like
Yeah.
fuzzing it to each other, and your dad was
Yeah.
out. He was either, yeah, that was it. He had a problem. He had a hole in the exhaust of
Slapping
his car.
wasps.
Yeah, he had a hole
Okay.
in the exhaust of his car, and him and my dad were trying to fix the hole because he didn't want to have to take it up the
Yeah.
quick fit to get a new exhaust fitted. So they were fixing the hole,
Yeah.
and me and you were playing frisbee, and I don't know what the terminology is for throwing a frisbee. Let's just call it a frizz, for example, right? I'd give this thing a proper like good frizz, and it went mild, and and then all of a sudden the thing started to dip, and then fucking, your dad had one of these. It was either a Mark II or a Mark III Escort,
Yeah.
and
I
had
think it
the
was a Mark.
the
Was it the
three, I
blue
think,
one or the silver one?
the blue one, yeah, and
Yeah, it
it
was a
had
Mark
one.
Three.
Yeah, and it had one of these extendable aerials at the front, and
Yeah.
the fucking frisbee dipped when I didn't want it to, and it took off the aerial in one clean swoop, snapping it off, and I just stood there going, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get a beating shit."
Fucking hole in the exhaust pipe, snap aerial. Oh mate, that's brilliant. So in the end, they probably ended up having to go to the quick fix. Can you
Yeah,
fix my aerial, please?
the aerial. Oh bloody
Oh,
hell!
brilliant. So another time when I was down your end, well, not that far down, not like smelling your asshole, but
Oh,
no. So it was like um, we used to go on quite a few random walks with David R's mum, Keeley,
yeah,
and
yes,
whether it be looking for the mobile library around the village or going for let's go and pick up some dog shit today. See who can collect the most from the wreck.
get the most viruses. Bacteria.
Spoiler warning: there might be human feces on the. Oh, sharp. So basically, uh, we went with these like glass jars, and Keely had sort of managed to drill some holes into the
Yes,
metal lids of the jars and
yeah,
like sort of loop through some string. So we all went newting, if you like. And we went for a proper long walk, and I think we are going to look for the Roman River, which was like fucking miles away.
yeah,
And then on the way back, we stopped by the bog down
yes,
the woods, and we managed to catch some weird sort of amphibians.
yeah,
But I knew that I was going to have to go that day, go back
yeah.
home and sort of go for a good old 4 hour drive with my parents. But I was like, fuck it, mate, we're having a blast. Mate, fucking dad was fuming. He went ape shit. And I think we had planned to stop in a happy eater or something on the way
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
sort of before Grantham or just after it.
yeah,
No, mate. He made me suffer. He's like, you
yeah.
ain't eating shit. You're going straight to bed with an empty stomach. So I was like, oh, fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
So here we go. Moment of revenge. When I saw Dad, like a few days later, he was just sat on the sofa. Not even on the sofa. He was sat in the armchair,
Yeah,
because our dads love having their arse screw space sort of thing.
yeah,
So, but
definitely.
basically, he was sat down. I was eating a banana, and I was like, "Fuck it." Dad's got a shiny bald head, banana skin right on top, mate. If he didn't have, well, he had his laptop on his lap, but he
Yeah,
actually somehow has a shelf, and
right,
he keeps a shelf next to his armchair, puts it on top, then puts the laptop on
right.
top of the shelf. I'm like, that's dad using one of his fucking utility, being a utility man. So, mate, if he didn't have all that on top of his knees, mate, he would have come at me like fucking Linford Christie on crack.
Oh, mate.
Oh, mate.
That-
So, another time he went ape was, it was a Christmas day. Nan and Granddad were up, and mate, it was one of those times. We used to get amazing selection boxes,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
proper Cadbury's ones,
yeah. I know what you're
full of
saying. Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
And I was like, first thing I'd do was like start going at the selection box. But Nan was always a lady of
yeah.
caution, if you like.
Definitely.
So I
Yeah,
was like, I was kind of listening to her. But then we had full on roast,
yeah.
Christmas dinner, Christmas pudding, and I was like, I've just got to hit that challenge, finish the selection box on top of all the other calories. Mate, I went to bed in pain. I was like, fucking hell. And then I
No
went to the
pepperoni.
bathroom and he grabbed the bucket. Dad put his head round the corner. He's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And I was like, raw fucking projectile into the bucket. He's like, you stupid boy. And I was like, fuck off, Dad. I've learned my lesson. Mate, it was pretty grim.
Oh,
But, mate, he did think he was the tits at doing stuff. I mean, here's an example, right? So we went, I don't know to where, which lake or whatever, and there was these canoes that you could hire out, and he
yeah.
thought it was the tits, mate. He honestly thought he was like fucking white water rafting pro.
Right.
Did one extreme turn, the canoe rolled over, and he lost his glasses. He was literally in the swamp, covered in shit, just putting his head under the water, trying to fish out these glasses. Mate, he lost them. That was brilliant, epic fail.
Oh
And
god.
and then the origin of his bad back was, do you remember the time when Gary Neville was just launching in those long throws? They were
Yes.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So, both our dads would sort of help train us up in
Yeah.
footy. Your dad was involved, wasn't it? The Fingrano Rovers or something you used to
That's
play
it.
for?
Yes.
Nice. Getting fingered. But,
A rover. What?
mate, you had the gloves on.
Yeah.
You could have been fingering your defenders, being the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Nah, so my dad was trying to, help me by, I don't know what he was doing. He was like crossing the ball in and stuff. But
Yeah.
no, mate, he was like, right, watch this. I'm going to do a perfect long throw like Gary Neville. So he took a massive run up, put the ball behind his head. Just as he was about to let go of the ball, he dropped it. And he was just rolling around in agony on the fucking football pitch. He's like, oh, I feel like I've been stabbed. So he literally just slipped God knows how many discs. And to make matters worse, tell us what happened in that fucking random car park on the way down to fucking Row Hedge, mate.
Well, now, bloody hell, Hulk, the Hulk. Um,
Yeah,
fucking hell. Now, was it your dad was pulling out of a space and another car come up behind,
yeah.
or I can't remember exactly. Did he
Let's
get
just
caught?
blame my dad. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
right. Anyway, a bumper got caught on a tow bar. That was it, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
That's the
I
one.
don't know what. Well, it wouldn't. No. So your dad's car would have got caught on the tow bar because your dad wouldn't have had a tow bar. Is that correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. So we've come to that. So basically, he goes to try and lift a car that potentially weighs 2 tons
That's the one.
with people in it off his tow bar, and then he proceeds to do his backing again, and then he spent the next
Fucking
2 days.
knob.
And then I remember coming home. I remember coming home because you were coming down here,
That's
and then
right.
coming home, and then all I can remember is him being wheeled out of Nan and Grandad's on a stretcher because he had to go to
Yeah,
hospital.
I know.
He ended up a day in the bloody Colchester General Hospital with a bad back. And it's like, how did you do this? I was trying to lift the car.
I was trying to lift the car with my underpants over my fucking trousers.
Oh, God.
What a knob. Brilliant.
Obviously,
Oh,
obviously, at the
mate.
time, we were rather concerned. However, you can look back out. It's these things that we can look back on and continue looking back on and pissing ourselves laughing at because it's just complete madness, really. It's
Uh,
pure family comedy.
it is, mate. Absolute comedy. So I've saved the best to the last, right?
Right,
So
go for
I did
it.
mention at the start of the sort of dad analysis, your
Yeah,
uncle. So basically, how he's the anti-fart man. So he'd schooled you
yeah,
about farting in the bathroom being the
yes,
correct place,
yes,
mate. So one night, this is the final anecdote, wrapping it up here. One
yeah,
night, I was brushing my teeth. Dad was next to me. He put on his old Aquafresh on his toothbrush,
yeah.
started brushing his teeth. I looked at him. He looked at me. Fucking thunder fart. Full on. There was fucking white, red, and blue stripes all over the bathroom wall. Dad was about to fucking beat the shit out of me, and I was like, mate, hold the phone. I'm in the bathroom. You told me if you got a fart, do it in the bathroom. So you can't say anything, mate.
But like, hang on,
I'm
let's
in
just
the
analyse
correct.
this. We're going to get here VAR in. Let's just analyse this. Was,
That's the one.
was I offside or onside? Well, if I was offside, I'd have been out the bathroom, but I'm in the bathroom, so I'm onside. They can continue.
Mate, I think he said after like, I'd sort of given him a bitch slap. He was like, look, if you gotta do it again, go and do it in the shed. I was like, fuck off, you twat.
It's like 10 to midnight. Hang on. Where are you going, son? The shed.
Wearing my mum's stilettos. Using dad as an example. Oh mate.
Oh,
Quality. Right,
no,
we're gonna wrap it up there because it's
yeah,
38 minutes.
definitely. But
And
we just need to say, again, this is all done in, what's the
ingest.
word? In jest. Your dad, my uncle, is a legend in his own right.
Yeah, thank
Um,
you.
and we salute you for the bollockings that we've received
Something.
over the years,
That's right.
and the do's and don'ts, and the goods and the bads. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
mate,
yeah, to conclude, mate, even he tried his hardest to sort of educate me in the non-fighting path.
didn't work.
But mate, the genes, mate, you just cannot deny the genes.
Exactly.
If your rectum is full of gas, Grandad always says, your fucking asshole's an air valve, so you might as well do a love puff. Because if not, you'll be bloated all the time.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's the one. Good old
Definitely.
Grandad.
Yeah.
So, mate, we'll do I do a footy analysis
Yep,
after the second double Brighton whammy?
yep,
All right, so yes, we're going to wrap it up.
brilliant. So over and out from me, mate.
Over and out. And I'll speak to you later. And all the other chronic masturbators. Don't forget to subscribe. We want some more friends, please.
Yes, yes. More, more subscribers.
And more bells.
Yeah, more belly.
Bellends. Yes, mate. Don't forget to give us a thumb. Thumb up the bum.